everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently saw Going in Style, starring Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. And this is an absolutely hysterical buddy comedy meant for an older audience, but of course people that are my age can learn from it as well. And there is quite a bit of truth to the film, which really irritates me, and it just makes me think along those lines. When I get older, my social security is going to be nothing. And I thought, it's bumpkiss. This sucks. But there's just so much truth to that and how greedy the government is. But I won't get into that. But the movie doesn't sugarcoat it. It speaks about that straight out, and it's very blunt. And the three characters, basically, to do a small spoiler, the three characters have found out that their pension funds are being used to pay their company's utility bills. And it's all they all deposit their checks at the same bank, coincidentally enough. And there's some nice twists and turns in the film, and it's also very funny. And Alan Arkin and Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine are just absolutely sensational together. They have this tremendous camaraderie, and they're just so high caliber actors that have spectacular chemistry when they're on in the same frame, I should say. I almost said when they're on stage. That doesn't make sense. When they're on the silver screen, I should say. Then, of course, you have Christopher Lloyd, who stars as a cameo, and he's just a riot in this. He plays an elderly man that has dementia, which I know doesn't sound funny at first blush, but actually is when you realize just how lost and confused this character really is. But he's so pigeonholed for that kind of role that he plays it so aptly that you don't even question it. You think this is why he was chosen for that role, because only he could portray a character that's so addlepated that it makes sense. But as far as movies are concerned, the quote from Made in Hollywood actually states it quite aptly. It says, "Movie legends at their absolute best," and I would definitely concur. I give it 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down. There's no vetching, no complaining, no venting, nothing. This movie is perfect from start to finish. The soundtrack is sensational. There's a song in it, "What a Difference a Day Makes," which is something I remember from my youth, having grown up with parents who came out of the Depression as children. I think that's why I relate to this so much, because I seem to actually get along better with people who are in their golden years, and maybe it's because I've been around so many elderly people that I understand their plight. And I always try to make them see if they have, like my father had arthritis, and I know it was hard for him, but I always tried to make him see things from the bright side. And I'm thinking I did that pretty well for him, because I kept him in good spirits. But this gives a really good perspective to life when one gets older, and what they can expect, and even at the end of life, it could be also a beginning as well, because there's a character that has something very unexpected happen to him. It plays kind of like a romantic comedy too. There's a little bit of romance involved, and I think every good story has a smidgen of romance just dashed in for just a spot of flavor. But it's a fantastic film. It's marvelous. It's stellar. I cannot recommend it more than I do. It's nice if you're a fan of Christopher Lloyd, like my friend is. Eddie absolutely adored it, but needless to say, it's another jewel in my crown, and I'm very happy to have it. I'm glad that I finally got a chance to see it. I did not get to see it in the cinema, so oh well. No love lost there, but that's all I gotta say. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao tutti.